Good morning, everyone. This is Tamara Elam checking in from Vancouver, Washington, USA. I was on an amazing adventure last week. It was a retreat for fascia maneuvers with the Human Garage. The four founders, original founders, core founders of Human Garage, came in, and because Human Garage and the fascia maneuvers have grown so hugely, they feel like this was probably their last time actually doing an immersive coaching retreat with them. They are looking to empower people who are called to do the coaching and actually learning how to do the maneuvers and then guiding other people through the maneuvers and some hands-on with the maneuvers. So it was um, it was a lot of learning and growing and continuing to shed old traumas that maybe I didn't know about, things that I are more recent in life. I felt a little bit of more healing in my brain. For those of you who haven't seen my other videos, I believe I've talked about having post-concussion for over 2 years after being rear-ended by someone in a motor vehicle accident. And I did not realize how terrible I felt or how much I was literally pulling myself up by the bootstraps and getting up and getting on with life and not really paying attention to what my body was telling me. We all tend to do that sometimes, getting stuck in that I gotta get up. It's like that Dunkin' Donuts where the guy is meeting himself at the door. Gotta make the donuts, gotta make the donuts. And before you know it, he's going in, and then he's coming back out and starting to meet himself back at the door because he's just that constant got to get up and make it happen. Got to get up and make it happen. And that doesn't mean that making things happen isn't like a thing. Things do need to be. We do have to get up and make things happen. But I believe that it's not necessarily us making it happen if we're really like in the flow, the universal flow, and allowing things to happen. When we try to make, I think that's when our head is up against the brick wall at times, and we don't even know where we're supposed to be going. We just know that we got to get up and make instead of breaking those ideologies and being able to let the universal energies, the clear, healing, positive energies come through our lives. And there's also plenty of us who are, we get stuck in our ways, we get stuck in our thoughts. And this whole movement of these fascia maneuvers is someone decided they were in so much pain. All four of them had their own stories. I would highly recommend going and checking it out. Wanting to die, coming from war-torn countries, some of them actually dying and being brought back. So plenty of stories like that a bunch of us have, but these four individuals actually chose to come together. And once they chose to come together, it wasn't a matter of trying to make things happen. They wanted to understand how the body flows, how the body works, and why are we in so much pain. I mean, we can go get massage, we can go get acupuncture, we can get chiropractics, we can go to physical therapy or physio, depending on where you're at in the world. We can do all of the stretching and the working out of the physical therapy. We can be on the exercise bikes. We can be pumping the iron. and man, I shouldn't be hurting like this. I'm healthy, all that good stuff. And what they've been able to find out based off of them working and understanding the body and how it's actually made up, I should say, with the fascia. And then in turn, you have your bones, tendons, ligaments, organs, all of those things are actually held up and we are formed by the fascia. Those are just things that help us, help our structure. The structure is actually the fascia coming in. It's hard for people to wrap their minds around that, to including mine. I'm still like trying to understand it. I can see it a little bit more now, but based off of how it has worked for my body, and I can kind of see where all these things are in our bodies are meant to move cleanly. Not when we're stuck, things can't move properly, and that's what causes us pain and or dis-ease. And that includes traumas that we experience in our lifetime. Some of us may think we don't have trauma from our past. Some of us know that we have trauma in our past, but we've stuffed it down because we don't want to deal with it. We just don't want to address it and put it over here on a box and a shelf, and there it is. And before you know it, you're having a hard time walking because of your back pain or your hip pain. You can't turn your head because of your neck or shoulder pain. So, yeah, a long introduction. Sorry about that. For today's video, but I wanted to come in and just talk about some things that I am preparing myself and I expect to be getting into it pretty soon. I'm already using fascia maneuvers in my practice for people, and I'm able to get a little more into the maneuvers for some folks because like I said, we're all on a different learning curve of what can we do for our bodies? What can we do to improve ourselves? And some of us are, like I said before, we're just stuck and it's hard for us to hear anything. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. So, but I'm definitely going to be looking at planning for fascia maneuvers in the park. I don't know what kind of title it's going to be. Fun with Tamara and fascia maneuvers in Esther Shore Park or someplace like that. So these are things that I am preparing myself for. I still am in some ways integrating myself because this is still fairly new to me, and I want to continue into the coaching certification course to continue learning. But the key thing is to practice, and I know well enough to be able to lead a class or an event to bring people in and go through a set of fascia maneuvers. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I fully believe that this is that inner voice that's been like sort of tapping at my door saying, in my mind, it was me saying, I feel like there's more, I feel like there's more. And I think that it was inside me all along. And once I surrendered to the Wu Wei, the way that cannot be named, once it's named, it is no longer the way. That's from the I Ching, I believe, maybe the Tao Te Ching, one of those two beautiful books. But yeah, I don't know what else to say today. Maybe later today I will try to get some maneuvers, some actual, like maybe do a totally twisted and just show everybody what I'm practicing, and then you can use that video to practice for yourself and see where it takes you. I think that's going to be it for today. I just wanted to get on there. I attempted to video 3 times yesterday. I tried to video the day before, and I just I tried the video last week while I was at the retreat, and it was, I videotaped and then there was no sound. I would videotape and then my phone kept falling and I kept having to try to reposition it. And once I did, the video stopped and then I was having to start all over again. And then I was running out of time because I had to get to the clinic to start seeing people. So, yeah, pretty stoked about how things are falling into place. And look, I'm excited to see where this particular new adventure is gonna be growing to. Uh, Without further ado, we did get these love tuners, and so I'm gonna put a love tune out into the world. Anyone and everyone, whether you see this video or not, this is going out into the world. Yes, it's called the Love Tuner, and it's at the 528 hertz, which is supposed to be the hertz or the frequency for love. So, y'all have a beautiful day and enjoy. Try to find joy somewhere, one way or the other, even when you're at your darkest moments. Maybe you can't find like true joy. Try to find gratitude in realizing that hard times are growing times, and trust that process. And know that there are people out there like myself and other people who are able to provide space for you and give you love and all of that through your process. Yeah, have a beautiful day. Love, peace, and healing chi to everyone. Take care.